Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Mackenzie and I am a wife and a stay-at-home homeschooling mom to 4 kiddos. And today I'm going to show you all the things that we used last year for preschool. I feel like we had a pretty successful year. So really think it was because of all of these resources that we used and my son had a really good time with them. So if you're interested to see what we used for my son's preschool year last year, stick around. Okay, so I'm gonna start with handwriting, and my son really enjoyed this pre-handwriting book. He loves cars, and so it was really fun for him to pull this out while the older kids were doing copy work. And it just is really gentle, and so he had a lot of fun writing these letters, and then also they had them practice doing like the circles with the wheels, and so this was really fun for him. He really enjoyed doing handwriting with his cars handwriting book. And then most of our resources for language arts, I don't know if you could really call it language arts when it's preschool, but I'm sorry if you can hear the construction going on outside. They are building homes right behind me and it is really loud. But we really loved using this Alphabet Avenue book, and this is so cute. This is by the Mindful Heart, and you just get a little car and you'll just have the car go around the track, and it just shows you the correct way that the letters go, how you form the letters, and the artwork in here is just beautiful. My son loves doing this. He loves anything with cars, so he had a really good time doing his letters this way. So this is by the Mindful Heart, and I will link this in the description below. Another resource that my son really loved for learning his letters is also by the Mindful Heart, is Alphabet Rhymes, and this just has really cute rhymes that go with each letter and their sound, and the artwork is also super pretty in here. The Mindful Heart always does a really good job with their art in their books, so I'm going to show you another really pretty one that they have. So it just has like a nice little poem for each letter and the sound that they make, and then also words from the pictures that have to do with that letter. So they're just so fun, so cute. There's a lot of fun animals in here, and kids love animals. So my son really enjoyed this book and going over his letters with that. Another thing that we used for language arts was this nursery rhymes book. And it has nursery rhymes in here, but not only nursery rhymes, but it also has this little area down here that helps you to go further with what you're learning. So this one talks about rhymes, so it talks about rhyming. This one says, I spy with my little eye something that rhymes with kittens. Can you find it? And so it's just a fun way to get introduced to language arts at a young level. Something else that I used for my son, once he learned all of his letters and their sounds, we would just do a Bob book, and we only got through one Bob book because I feel like he got to the point to where he was like memorizing the story, and he would say Matt sat on Sam instead of how it's supposed to go. And so I would always stop and remind him, no, you need to look at the word and sound out the word. And he really enjoyed that. So my son had a really fun time. He loved these pictures and all the nursery rhymes in here. We would do one of these books a day along with this book a day. We would just read like one nursery rhyme with that each day. And then moving on to math, my son was so excited about this every day. He would pull it out and run it up to me, and he just loved all the games that this curriculum comes with. This is also the Mindful Heart math. They do a great job. It comes with this poem that talks about how to form all of your letters. So it's super cute. Like, I'll just read the first part of the poem. It's titled 10 Little Bees. 10 little bees learn how to fly. Can you help them reach for the sky? The first bee's up, but then he dives. The second one curves, but then she slides. So it's just super cute. He loved doing this every day, and I feel like he knows how to form his numbers pretty well because of this little nursery rhyme that we do with his letters. And then it also comes with this little book that has all these fun activities in here. It's nothing too intense. They're just fun little number activities, like how many cubes do you need to make this shape? How many did you use this shape? And then it has like little cut and paste, finish the pattern. So they're just fun little simple math activities. And then it has handwriting in here as well. So he really liked doing this along with these math games that also comes with so this has fun games to learn like numbers and simple addition. So I love how they use the 10 frame. I feel like the 10 frame is really important for this age to learn numbers. And then it also has this game instructions manual that tells you how to play all the games. So my son loved playing these games every day. So we would usually do one activity out of the book with one game. So the Mindful Heart Alpha Math also comes with these cards. You can practice matching the 10 frame with the numbers. And my son had a really good time with this. I remember when I first started homeschooling, I just didn't think that this was very important to learn 10 frames because I didn't remember learning it as a kid. But then over the years, I was like, actually, this is really important because they learn like simple addition, like 5 plus 2 is 7. And so I really like any math program that incorporates the 10 frame. The Mindful Math also comes with these cubes, and that's how you do those cube activities that I showed you in the activity book. Something else that we like to play with a lot with him, for him to learn his numbers, is this tiny polka dot game. He loves this game. We play this multiple times a week, but it's basically the same thing with the 10 frames and numbers. And what I'll do is I will hide numbers around the room, and then he will pick a 10 frame and he'll go find the number that matches the 10 frame. They have lots of other cards in here as well, but we haven't used the cards for any of the other games, but there's lots of different ways that you can use this. So it has a bunch of instructions in here on how to play different games, and this one says that it goes all the way up to ages 7+. So I love games that you could just use for all different ages. So again, that is the tiny polka dot, and I will link this down below. Another resource that I used for him while my other kids were busy doing something else, or while I was working with my other kids and I couldn't work with him, so it's something that he can do independently, or while we're doing read aloud, is this scissor skills book. And I think it's very appropriate for preschool. It has lots of fun things that he could cut out. He really liked this. And it also has shapes. So we use this quite a bit with him, and he loves it. Even just letting him play with Play-Doh or like magnetic tiles while I'm teaching the other kids, I think is great for preschool too. So that is what we used for preschool this year with my son this last year. So if you liked this video and found it helpful, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.